Alrighty, welcome back, fellas. We just got major news last night, including EZA announcements for the 7th Anniversary Part 2 LRs with the Saiyan Saga Kaioken Goku and the Saiyan Saga Tech Grade 8 Vegeta. So, I got a chance to look at their kits partially. I will be honest with you guys about that, but I didn't get to see what they could do entirely. So today, I want to go ahead, read those kits again, break them down with you guys, and just see what they're overall capable of. We do have the original kits, by the way, just to look at their categories and stuff. So it's going to be a nice kind of fun vid. Of course, hopefully you guys will enjoy it. If you do, show your support, of course. Comment down below your thoughts, like the vid, subscribe to the channel, of course. Let's go ahead and get into this. So I'll start off with Kaioken Goku. So Kaioken Goku, I remember just from what I saw, partially, Kaioken Goku was a bit weaker than Vegeta, from what I remember, but I didn't really see, again, like what all they had to offer in great detail. So let me go ahead and kind of remind ourselves again. So with Kaioken Goku now, he is a 170% leader and Key +4 lead for All Out Struggle and Final Trump card. So same category leads and everything, just a boost to the stats. 170% I will say is pretty good, but obviously with the 10th anniversary changes with the LR EZAs and stuff, for not the LR EZAs, but with the 10th anniversary Super Vegeta and Gogeta leads being different, I think 170% is a good kind of expectation for what we should see going forward. Obviously this does mean though that every yellow coin LR now, from like the 7th anniversary onwards, is going to be having a 170% leader. So that means characters like, the Fusion Int Zamasu right there, I believe the Tech like the Goku Gohan from the Cell Saga, like the What If manga panel, is going to be also a 170% lead. So that's going to be really awesome there. With the passive skill. So activates the intro animation when there is an enemy whose name includes Vegeta. This is the same thing as before. Key +3, attack +100%. So that's actually a pretty decent kind of start. Of course, that's an infinite boost just if you face a Vegeta. So that's actually pretty nice. Basic effects. So attack and defense +200%. Let me zoom in into this bit on this bit here. Great chance to perform a crit, so built-in crit chance, that's okay. It's nice to have the built-in, but also, he's an STR type unit. You get free-to-play built-in crit chance with a hidden potential system. I would like additionals, probably. Randomly changes key spheres of a certain type other than STR orbs into STR key spheres. Receives an additional key +2 per STR key sphere type obtained. For the first 7 turns from the character's entry, key +10, wow, and defense +100%. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense +159%, and with 18 or more key when attacking, attack is further boost by another 159%. For every STR key sphere obtained, damage reduction rate increases by 4%, okay? And then when doing the active, or when attacking with 24 key, performs a guaranteed crit. Okay, I did remember that he was kind of like iffy in terms of design. I didn't remember exactly why, but I see why now. I think a lot of people who've seen the kits and everything, you guys probably already know. This kit was widely regarded by a lot of people from people I know and everything as like the worst EZA of him and Vegeta. We'll look at Vegeta in just a sec, but just to give you guys my thoughts on this real quick. The stats are okay. I'm not mad about the stats to a degree. 100% to this attack is fine. Obviously, Kaioken Goku, conceptually, I guess, is a more attack-oriented character because it's like a temporary kind of buff for his damage and everything, especially. But so that that makes sense. But also, defense is important. But 100% right there. The 200% in general is okay. That's common now. Orb changing. I actually do like the orb changing for him, especially because he apparently needs it down here. I don't like the built-in crit chance. We don't know what the super attack effects can do, but again, if it was like built-in additional, or at this point, guard or dodge or just damage reduction again, I'd be more happy about that. But, the additional key is nice. He's getting a bunch of key right here. I'm kind of curious to see how he will do in certain fights like the battle-hardened formidable foes or whatever, right? Because those are short fights, and this is where Kaioken Goku seems to be in the best position, right? Because he's getting that extra defensive boost for 7 turns. But, we'll have to see, of course. But let me do the math here. So 200% plus another 300 on 100 on both sides. So that's 300% right there, basically for like the first 7 turns. Plus another 160. Let's just round up. So that's 320. So basically upwards of 620% to, or no, not 620. Excuse me, 620% for attack, and 480%. I think if my math is right, it probably is not, but like something like that for. No, it's not. It was like 460%. Excuse me, it's 460%. I think. For the defense. So that's okay. We'll have to see how the stats look, but on its own, I will say that's not good enough to me. Goku doesn't exactly boast the greatest defensive stats in the world, if I recall correctly, so there's that. This is going to be an interesting kind of situation, because he's boosting his damage reduction by 4%, which is an okay kind of boost, but it's only per STR key sphere obtained. It's not per key sphere obtained in general. There is no other damage reduction in his kit, so this is kind of worrisome for me, because there are situations where, yes, you'll get your orb changer to do their orb changing work, but the orb changing will happen on orbs you cannot reach. And so what will happen then is my concern. I mean, obviously Goku is clearly designed to be a slot 2 or slot 3 character, just based off this, but I don't know if he will succeed in those roles even if the orbs don't fall into his favor. So that's what kind of scares me about him. But we still have some more stuff to talk about. Of course, with the super attack effects. So, greatly raises attack and defense for 1 turn, causing mega colossal damage to the enemy with 12 key. With the 18 key, now he's able to massively raise attack and defense for 4 turns, which is actually 100% stat boost right there, so that's really insane. And cause mega colossal damage to the enemy while sacrificing 4% HP. So let me go back to the original kind of character design, right? So the 4% HP loss is the same. It used to be massively raising attack and defense for 1 turn, now it's 4 turns, which basically means like he can get a bit more stacking in there, which is nice and helpful, but at the same time, I mean, I think Goku got done a bit dirty, because I mean, he's still, like, looking at his original kit, he had a bit of a minor, like, lack in stat boost compared to now for the, like, intro. His stats in general were just slightly lower, so they've improved the stats, which is nice, but he had the built-in crit chance, they just improved that. He had the orb changing, they didn't even tweak that at all. Realistically, I wish they did more for him. I think it would have been nice if they did more. It feels like he got a bit held back on. Being able to stun the enemy guaranteed for 1 turn with the active is nice and everything, boosting the attack, but still, I don't know if I like his design overall. But he is on some nice categories, of course, All Out Struggle, which he leads, Final Trump card, Pure Saiyan's Full Power, Goku's Family, Turtle School, Accelerated Battle, which, that, if I recall correctly, that should be under the Glorio lead, yes. So, double Glorio with the support, maybe that will be the key to making sure Goku will be a lot better. But other than that, I am kind of concerned with this character. Battle of Fate, though, Kamehameha, Saiyan Saga, of course, Earth Protecting Heroes, Power Wishes, so a bunch of great categories, but I just don't know if Goku's going to be the go-to for those kind of categories. So that's what I'll say about him. Let's go ahead and look at Vegeta. I remember Vegeta, like, based off what I saw, he was, like, an insanely great character compared to Goku. But, let's see. So, before the Giant Ape transformation, right, his general kind of kit, Inhuman D's Giant Ape Power, Ki +4, HP attack and defense plus 170%, so another Great Ape Power kind of lead. Obviously, the one we have right now is the Super Saiyan 3, Super Saiyan 4 GT Goku, so that's something worth paying attention to. Activates the intro when their enemy is including a Goku, so like the opposite of Goku's intro right here. Ki +3, an attack plus 100%, so same kind of boost right there. Ki +3, attack and defense plus 200%. Damage reduction rate increases by 20% flat out, so already I like this a bit more. Receives an additional Ki +1 per keys for obtained, guards all attacks guaranteed. He had this built-in guard beforehand, but, having the damage reduction on top of that is already a pretty good start. When attacking with 12 or more key, attack and defense plus 160%. When attacking with 18 or more key, another defensive boost by 160%, so this is kind of like the reverse of Goku, if you will. After guard is activated, so you have to have the guard activated on that first hit, right? Ki +3 and attack and defense plus 60% for 3 turns. Actually, that's kind of a nice boost right there. I don't know if that's multiplicative. The Dokkan calculator, the math people will have to let me know, but that's a nice kind of boost regardless. As the first slot character in a turn, this is what I wanted to see. Okay, so defense plus 60%, damage reduction rate increases by 40%. Wow. As the second or third slot character, attack plus 60%, launches additional, has the great chance to become a super. When attacking with 24 key, attacks are effective against all types. Why is there a gap between these two characters? This kind of crazy. Me personally, I mean, I don't know if I'm the only one here. I think a lot of people like Kaioken Goku more than Saiyan Saga Vegeta in that moment in like the Saiyan Saga. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just misinterpreting the community here, but considering I think a lot more people like Kaioken Goku, and especially like Kaioken Goku's side of the whole Kamehameha Galgam battle, why would he not get the love is what I'm more like confused about. Maybe I'll make a separate vid talking about this, but it feels like overall, a lot of the extreme class, EZAs, super EZAs, have been basically gapping their super class counterparts. Like, Buhan is better than Vegito. Janemba, I think you can argue back and forth between Janemba and Gogeta. Me, personally, I like Gogeta more, but, still, there is that argument there. Frieza, a lot of people will say Frieza, especially right now, the way content is designed, is much better than Namegoku, which breaks my heart, but it is what it is. I think some people will say that Cell, I think a lot of people will say Cell is the better super EZA than the LR Gohan, but still, point being, why does it feel like Vegeta is in the same boat, where Vegeta is better than Goku? I mean, slot 1, this guy's going to be a go-to for you in slot 1 if you don't have a lot of great slot 1 characters like Beast Gohan or Tech Broly. This guy can be a great slot 1 because he's getting 60% damage reduction, built-in guard, a nice set of stats and everything. You could basically, if you have dupes in him because you pulled him probably from the Carnival banners, you could throw in built-in dodge on him just in case something goes sideways, and you could be just going forward. So I really do like what this character has to offer compared to Goku especially. But we're still not done. Let's see here. So the super attack effect. So with the 12 key, greatly raises attack and raises defense for 1 turn, causes colossal damage to the enemy. The 18 key, which is an AoE super, greatly raises defense for 1 turn and causes mega colossal damage to all the enemies. Okay, so I'm glad they focused on the defensive boost. That's what Vegeta needs. Obviously, Goku's the more offensively driven character. Vegeta's the defensively driven one. But yeah, I think Vegeta's definitely a lot better. I don't know how big of a gap there's going to be between these two characters, but you know, comparing them to all the other kind of EZA counterparts and everything, I think this may be the one kind of dynamic between Goku and Vegeta where the gap is probably arguably at its highest, because Goku feels really concerning to me. I think on average he will have a pretty decent kind of output in slot 2, especially slot 3 with support and everything. I think he'll have a decent output, but we'll have to see, of course. You know, I'm being a bit hopeful, but Vegeta, he looks built different compared to Goku, especially. Vegeta fans, I know, like Jay out there, like a content creator right there, he is a massive Vegeta fan, so he's been eating good. But yeah, I mean, I like what Vegeta has to offer with being slot 1 tank and everything, so we'll see how he performs. But yeah, I think I like him a bit more. We still have the Great Ape transformation, by the way, so this is for the Great Ape right here. So with the passive skill now, Ki plus 6 and attack plus 318%, excuse me, performs a guaranteed crit, okay? With the supers, so 12 Ki greatly raises attack temporarily, causes destructive damage. For the 18 Ki, massively raises attack temporarily and causes destructive damage to the enemy. So, you know, it's straightforward. You know, it's nothing too crazy as far as like the Great Ape stuff. If we go back to Vegeta though, they did really improve upon him. So, you know, raising attack, now his defensive boost right there, the 18 Ki, focusing on defense. They could have chosen to give him attack, but focusing on defense, that is a massive W for me. They actually gave him a better boost in the attack to match Goku, which is cool. The guard he had, but the damage reduction built in is nice. They boosted his defense and everything with a 12 and 18 Ki. He did have this guard boost, but now it gives defense, and also, he did not have any slot 1 or slot 2, slot 3 viabilities. Now he does, and the slot 1 viability is a massive upgrade for him especially. So I think they gave a lot more for Vegeta than Goku. I'm not sure if that's because Vegeta was the worst character, arguably, of the two. I don't think he was, really. It was kind of like back and forth to my memory, but still, he is a great character for sure. Categories. So obviously in Human D's, Giant Ape Power, he leads those two categories. But Pure Saiyans, Dragon Ball Seekers, which is actually really something I do enjoy that. Vegeta's Family, Terrifying Conquerors, Planetary Destruction, Gifted Warriors. I want to key on that in just a sec, guys. Space Traveling Wars, Accelerated Battle, just like with the Glorio lead. Battle of Fate, which fits into like the Go Frieza lead, of course. Giant Form, Saiyan Saga Successors, Final Trump Card. Okay, so here's the thing. Vegeta, more than anyone, like between the two, he's gonna eat so good because we have a leader who covers successors, which Vegeta just happens to be, and it's in JP right here. But obviously, you know, Vegeta, if you guys know, he leads successors, right? The Gogeta unit. So they lead successors. Vegeta is within that unit, and then beyond that, he gives an extra 50% for Gifted Warrior characters, along with fusion characters, but Gifted Warrior as well. So obviously, Vegeta's gonna see the maximum stat boost with the Gogeta Lily. That's kind of crazy, but yeah, I'm excited to see what Vegeta can do. But, you know, let me know, guys. Comment down below. I mean, do you guys like Vegeta? Do you guys like Goku? Me, personally, again, I will say, I like what Goku has to offer potentially. I just don't think we will get to see his potential often, and I'm kind of scared about what his average performance will be. I think, at bare minimum, he's not going to be great. But I think, on average, there's a possibility he has a good chance of being alright, but I'm scared his average is not going to be that great. So that's my thoughts on Goku. For Vegeta, I don't have that same fear. I think we'll have to see how he performs just for both of them. But, I mean, obviously, Vegeta has worse defensive stats. We see that. But also, he's boosting his defense more with this passive skill. He's got that built-in damage reduction, so that should help a lot as well. But yeah, I mean, I think Vegeta will be a lot better. But yeah, let me know, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments and everything. But that's going to be where we wrap things up. Again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed the vid, be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel. Again, comment down below your thoughts on these characters. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you all so much for watching again, and I will see you all in the next one.